Hey, this is your girl Dinah, and I'm the author of Honesty. And right now we are reading book 2 of the Honesty series. We did chapters 1 through 10, and I want to know how y'all feel about it. Drop me in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about chapters 1 through 10 and who is your favorite character thus far. Mine is Buster, and hopefully y'all will see why soon. All right, we're about to do chapter 11 through 21. Before we get started, I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to comment, and I need y'all to share. We're trying to blow it up. We're trying to go to the next level. All right, so y'all get ready. Let's get started. Pack Light, Chapter 11. Hello? Yeah, Ari? Yeah, what's up? Where you been? I ain't talked to you in a minute. What's going on? I'm just kind of going through some things. School is kind of stressing me out. I told you that stuff looked hard. I haven't logged into class since I started. It's not the work so much, just the other stuff. What other stuff? I don't know. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, what's been going on with y'all? How's Mr. E? Girl, he's okay. He took it like a G. Him and my mom staying at the new Four Seasons. They're not going back to Baton Rouge? No, not until his wounds fully heal up. He all bandaged up right now. He look like a real life mummy. He can't eat solid food or anything. He eats everything through a straw. Wow, really? Well, I guess that beats being dead. Exactly. So you still trying to be Brianna Barksdale? Girl, whatever. Won't you come over here? I got a lot I want to run to you. Okay, let me finish this paper and I'll be over. Okay. I've known Irie too long. Something is going on with her and she isn't telling me. Usually when she stays to herself, it's something. It's funny I haven't really talked to her or Raina lately. I guess I'll try to call her too. I know she told me she was going on vacation with her new friend. I'm not going to push it too much though. I want to call my TD to talk to her, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be lying for Raina or not. Let me text her. Hey, cuz. Hey, Annie, I'm on vacation. Where are y'all? Atlanta. Damn, why you so far? He wants to do a little getaway. What's his license in case he tries to kidnap you? You so stupid. We in my car. Y'all having fun? Yeah, we are doing all the fun tourist stuff. Okay. Well, make sure you check in. We don't know this guy. I told him we would do a FaceTime later so he can meet y'all. Will that work? Yes, that's better. Okay. You be safe and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay. Love you, cuz. Love you too. You know what? I'm thinking. Raina out there having fun. Maybe we should do a little trip. It's almost Thanksgiving break anyway. We may as well take advantage of the days. Let me call a travel lady and see if she can put together a last minute trip for all of us. Hey, Brittany, this is Honesty. You think you can get me an Airbnb close to Disney World? How many people? Wait, it's gonna be me, Keem, Buster, Ari, Mike, Eli, Eric, and Elena. My uncle may want to come, but I'll call and check with him. He's in a wheelchair, so make sure it's ADA accessible. Okay, that's no problem. Hey, Brett, my uncle said no, but add one more. Mike's girlfriend Beatty wants to come. I told them we were going on vacation, but they didn't know where. Okay, so to confirm, that's 9 people. Would a 5 bedroom work? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I will work on park hopping passes at the Disney properties and tickets to Universal, all with fast passes, of course. When would you like to come? Would you like me to book flight tickets? If so, please send me an email with the name and date of birth of your guests. I'll put everything together for you later this afternoon. Is there anything else? Nah, that's cool. Thanks so much, Miss Brittany. Will this be on Mr. Eric's account? Yes, you can charge his card. Let me send a quick group text. They're going to be so excited about this one. Within seconds of sending the group text, the thank you started rolling in. My brothers and sisters have been there before, but for the others, this will be a first. No matter how tough you may be, there is something about Disney World and Universal Studios that makes you forget about how cruel this world can be. I just replied, "You're welcome." Now pack light. Game over. Chapter 12. That was the funniest plane ride ever. I'm so happy we had direct flights. There was no way I could deal with that with them more than once. Let's start with TSA. Total nightmare. Buster and Mike were dressed like they were going to a club. So of course it took them 20 minutes to get undressed for the body search. I know I told them to dress relaxed. I guess relaxed to them is a hat, a hoodie, chain, belt, keys. Why do you need keys? Jeans, socks, and tennis. Next up was the bag check. That was a double nightmare. They must have thrown away a whole food stamp card worth of snacks. I laughed so hard at Buster as he tried to bargain with the TSA lady. He thought it was working, and she wasn't having it. As he begged, she continued to throw his snacks in the trash. I should count my blessings. I thought one of them would get arrested trying to smuggle something illegal. Oh, thank goodness it was just cold drinks. I laughed, but inside I wanted to cry because I thought we would miss our flight. Once we were on the actual flight, Beatty started having full-fledged anxiety attack before takeoff. Come to find out, she's afraid to fly. Wait, I said that wrong. She's terrified to fly. I swear I heard her scream when the plane's legs lifted. I don't know much, but I know when it's time to come back home. I'm finding an excuse to sit elsewhere, or I'm going to get a different flight. Everyone else handled the flight pretty well. It was Buster, Mike, and Beatty that had to be extra. I'm laughing just thinking about it. The Airbnb was beautiful, a 5-bedroom just like Brittany promised. The best thing about the property was there was a heated indoor pool in the game room. This gave us stuff to do if we wanted to hang around the house. Okay, so how do you all want to do these rooms? Don't touch the master bedroom. Y'all know the one with the jacuzzi is for me and Keem. Mike and Beatty ran and grabbed the first room upstairs. Eli took the room downstairs next to ours. The kids took one upstairs with the double beds next to Mike's room. I couldn't help but notice Buster went over to the last available room and looked at Irie. He said, I guess you could stay here with me. I glanced over at her in the corner of my eye and saw a smile. I'm like, what the hell? How did I miss that one? I looked at her like, you have to update me on that one. She looked back at me and knew exactly what I meant, and not a word was uttered. Okay, y'all. The rental car will be here shortly, and we have Universal Studios tomorrow. Y'all are free to do whatever y'all want today. Pizza will be here in about an hour. Wake up time for tomorrow is 8 a.m., and we leave at 9 a.m. Yes, boss, Elena hollered as she saluted an invisible flag. Our first day at Universal Studios was fun. We went to both parks. We split up in groups and tried to hit as many rides as possible. We met at different times throughout the day, and we did a few of the rides together. My favorite was the King Kong ride. I can't lie. It's only day one, and I'm beyond happy. I hadn't felt this good in a long time. Seeing my brothers and sisters smile and laugh made me ecstatic. I even get happy looking over at Keem, Buster, Mike, and Irie, seeing them experience pure joy. Tonight, let's do a little adult party around the grill. Eli shouted, Oh yeah, what is Ciroc? Boy, please, this is adults only, I said. He rolled his eyes and smiled at me. Whatever, he said. We sat outside on the patio, just laughing and talking as we ate our dinner for the night. The kids were in the game room playing whatever it is that keeps them up with all that hollering. Irie left to take a bath, but about 20 minutes later, she came running back down the stairs screaming, y'all, look. What? What's wrong, Irie? Look, check out the article. It says man in Algiers homicide identified as Robert Brown Sr. It got so quiet outside that you could hear a pin drop. Beatty looked confused, but everyone else was all on the same page. We all knew what was wrong, but yet no one spoke a word. Right in the middle of our dead silence, my FaceTime ringer went off. It was Raina. I quickly declined. It went off again, and I declined. This was no time to play meet and greet with her little friend. I can't believe this shit, I said to myself. I still stared into space. She called again, and I finally decided to answer. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz, what's wrong? You look sad. Nah, I'm okay, I said. Where are you? We're in Orlando. We decided to take a little vacation. Oh, okay, that's nice. How's everything with you and Bay? Where did y'all go today? Oh, we did a few different things. We ate at a lovely place called The Yard. We went to Stone Mountain and then an indoor jumping park. We are so tired. Oh, that sounds fun. Y'all still in the car? Yeah, we're on the way back. We did a lot today. Y'all want to meet him? Yeah, okay. She handed the phone to a shocking but familiar face. When I saw who was on the phone, you would have thought I saw a ghost. Oh, y'all was looking for me, huh? When Buster heard the voice, he rushed to the phone. The fuck wrong with you, dude? What type of games you playing? Oh, so y'all celebrating, huh? Y'all thought it was game over? What you talking about, son? You tripping right now. I ain't tripping. I know y'all shot my cousin. He called and told me a car was following him. We partners, Buster. I know how you move, just like you know how I move. Plus, I know Mike's car. I could hear Rain in the background. She was honestly confused. She had no clue what she got herself into. She kept saying, What's wrong? What's wrong? But you shot E, Buster hollered. That was a fucking mistake. Ask him. Before we knew it, Sprout whipped out a gun and pointed directly at Raina. I screamed, no, Sprout, please. Fuck you, Honesty, he screamed. I could hear my cousin begging and pleading for her life. What did I do? I thought you wanted me by your side. I thought we were going to D.C. What about the Lorraine Motel? Please, Damien. Please, babe. No, babe. Please. And that's when he let it off. Boom. A single shot. And the phone went black. I screamed for like 10 minutes straight. Fuck 12. Chapter 13. How can you have the best day and the worst day ever at the same time? I am stuck and I don't know what to do. I know I have to call the police in Atlanta, but I don't even know how to make that complaint. Where are they? Did anyone remember where they said they were? Why didn't I think to screen record? I could feel myself getting worked up. I have to relax. Everyone was still sitting in the same spot. It's like we were crazy glued to the chair. You need to call your auntie, Iris said. And tell her what? I got Raina killed? I don't want her to blame me. Well, don't tell her the background. Just tell her what you saw. She needs to know. Give me a minute. I need to regroup. At this point, I'm hyperventilating. If I thought I wasn't made for this before, I definitely knew today. I kept reliving the moment. I closed my eyes when I heard her beg because I knew what was coming. It felt like I was there when the shot went off. It was so loud. Ari said, Honesty, call her now. What if she is still alive and needs the police? You're right, Ari. As I reached for the phone, my hand was shaking. I looked over at Keem and he was crying. We were all messed up about this. This was unbelievable. I called and there was no answer. It was late, so I expected her not to pick up the phone. I did the next best thing. I sent her a text. TD, call me ASAP. Ari suggested we try to call the police. She said, you can call 911 here in Orlando and see if they can transfer you to Atlanta. Huh? You sure, Ari? Just try it. We gotta do something, she said. Beatty said, wait, I got a brother that lives up in Fulton County. Let me call him. We can get him to call the police on three-way. Okay, call him. Hey, Mel, this Beatty. I need a favor. Yeah, what up? I need you to call the police. Man, fuck 12. No, for real. My people just got killed and we need to get to her like ASAP. Oh, shit, that's Cap. Nah, Mel, I'm not lying. We watched it on FaceTime. He really popped her. Where were they? I don't know. I know they said something about an indoor jumping park and her hotel was at the W. So somewhere between there. Alright, hold on. Let me merge the call. 911, what's your emergency? I'd like to report a shooting that could be a murder. What's the location? I'm not sure. Do you know an approximate location? Somewhere between an indoor jumping park and a W hotel in Midtown. Can you explain what happened? I'm guessing Beatty got overwhelmed with questions because she handed the phone to me. My cousin was on FaceTime with her boyfriend in her car, and then he shot her. Is she okay? I don't know. He hung the phone up. Who is he? Damian Brown. What kind of car does she drive? It's a red A5 Audi coupe with Georgia plates, an extra sticker in the window, and lashes on the headlights. I can get the license plate number from her mother. And what's your name and number, ma'am? Honesty. Honesty Love. 504-555-9330. I will have a detective reach out to you. Thank you. Okay, let me call my TD back. Y'all go pack up. We're taking the rental back to the city in the morning. One of y'all call and tell W what happened. After about the 5th time calling, my auntie finally answered. TD, something's wrong with Raina. What do you mean, niece? She went out of town with this dude. What? Who? Sprout. From the fucking shooting? Why the fuck would she do that? I don't know, auntie. I think she didn't know who he was. And you didn't know? Not until today. She just kept saying her little friend. Okay, so what happened? Well, we were on FaceTime today with her because she was in Atlanta with him. Atlanta? What the fuck? Where? I don't know. I already called the police and gave them the information on her car. So what makes you think she's hurt? I heard the gunshot. There is no way to describe the scream I heard from my auntie. She was utterly devastated. Her first daughter was possibly dead, and she had no sure way to know. I'm sure that probably hurts the most. TD, I screamed. TD! And then the call ended. Back to New Orleans, Chapter 14. It was time to get back to New Orleans, and I definitely wasn't for the children's shit today. I feel bad for ending their trip like this, but this is family, and family comes first. Come on, y'all, it's time to go. Are we going to Disney World today? Eric said. No, baby, we gotta go home. Oh, man, no. Yes, we gotta go. But why? Because I said so. Family emergency. But that's not fair, Annie. I know, y'all. I'm gonna make it up to y'all, I swear. The fusser must have woken Eli up because he came straggling out of the room with the comforter wrapped around him. What's wrong? Nothing, Eli. We gotta head back home. Oh, man, what happened? I'll explain later. Go get packed. Did Mr. E die? When he said that, somehow Eric and Elena got the tail end of that conversation. What? Our daddy died? Elena starts crying. No, no, no. Big Eric is not dead. He is fine. Well, why are we leaving? You said a family emergency. It's Raina. She's been killed. What? Then the crying started. This time, I joined in. Keem came out of the room and hugged me. I can't do this, baby. I can't do this. I know, he said. I know. Through the crying, I was barely able to say it out loud. Go get packed. I turned away and walked back to the room with my eyes red and swollen. We were finally able to leave out about 11 a.m. I'm so happy Brittany was able to run us the Suburban. We would just drive home instead of trying to find last-minute flights. It's about a 9-hour drive to New Orleans. With kids and bathroom breaks, the trip is more like 10 hours. Driving is actually better because we get a chance to clear our minds. We get a chance to deal with our emotions in the privacy of our own vehicle, and we get the opportunity to plan our next move. One thing about this game, you always have to be thinking of your next move. By the time we get to New Orleans, we need to be ready. Buster and Keem will be driving, so us ladies will be able to game plan our next steps. I asked, did y'all call Dubby? Buster quickly replied, oh yeah, he said stop and get some flip phones. He said every time we make a stop, get a few phones. Never too many in one stop. He said he will need them. Okay, that's fine. Anything else? Nope, that's all. Oh, and he said he got a lot of good feedback on the samples we gave out. Mike jumped in on a conversation. Oh yeah, all my peoples were loving that. They said they had all the fees coming back. They can't wait for us to get back home. I told y'all I'm the plug on the streets. Let me be the manager. I can make sure all the drugs get out and all the money gets collected. Let me work with Dubby. Keem interjected. I want to be included too. Mike continued, son, you still included. Everyone is included. This is just my specialty, you know? I've been doing this forever. I'm just really good at it. You and Buster can be the muscle. Y'all can make sure that nobody fuck with us. And if they do, y'all gotta make them pay. Honesty, she like the boss. And then Ari and Beatty, Buster jumped in. How you just gonna put on a click like that? He said while laughing. Beatty said, fuck you, Buster. You know I'm good people. I'm down for whatever and I'm loyal. Just tell me what y'all need. I'll be on a muscle team with you if you need to see what I'm working with. I bucked my eyes like, okay, that's the kind of spunk I need. That's cool, Beatty. You can roll with us. You already know about the stuff with Sprout, so I guess you in now. But on the real, I like that, Mike. You were showing real leadership. I didn't think you had it in you. Mike said, my mom ain't give me nothing, and my daddy wasn't around. My brother taught me that if a man don't work, a man don't eat. And who trying to let a 9-year-old work? He showed me how to make my own money. He showed me how to steal cars and sell in the chop shops, and he showed me how to sell drugs. I'd much rather be selling drugs. Stealing cars is too hard, and I'm getting a little too old for that anyway. In mid-conversation, I got a call from a 218 area code that wasn't saved in my phone. I started not to answer, but I decided to pick it up in case it was a detective. Hello? Honesty? Who's asking? This your uncle. What uncle? Tudor. Hey, Uncle Tudor. My sister told me what happened to Raina. Yeah. And she told me you know who did it. Yeah. Don't tell the people. I already did. Alright. Don't say anything else to them, okay? You know I've been in jail a long time, and I may not be around y'all, but don't think I don't love y'all. I'll bury a couple blocks behind y'all. Okay, I appreciate that. Hearing my sister cry like that really got me messed up. You know I live my life, and I'll die making sure my family is properly respected. You understand me? Yes. So I need whatever you know about him, okay? Okay. Well, not right now. When I see you. Oh, okay. Alright. Uncle loves you. Love you too. That was one of those calls that I was supposed to take off the speakerphone, But of course I didn't. And now the whole car is looking at me like they're waiting for a story. I guess I may as well give them one. Keem asked first. What uncle was that? That's my daddy's brother. He's been in Angola for some years. He just got out recently after something with a split verdict ruling or something. We thought we would never see him again because he actually killed a man in Angola too. Not sure how he's home, but whatever. How did he get that name? Keem asked. I was young, but I remember my daddy and my tita used to tease him because of his speech impediment. Every time he would call, they would be on the phone joking with him. My tita told me that my uncle Tudor wanted to be a cowboy when he was young. He always wanted to shoot someone and blow the smoke out the gun. He would always say, I'm a Tudor man, instead of I'm going to shoot a man. So it became a name that just stuck. So basically, he's been trying to bust a head, huh? Buster said jokingly. Everyone bust out laughing. Yeah, I guess so. I had to laugh myself. Oh, thank God. I see the Welcome to New Orleans sign. Squash It, Chapter 15. When we made it back home, I decided to stay in Metairie by Keem for a few days. Everything was still fresh, and I was still having trouble concentrating. No matter what I did, I could not unsee what happened that night with Raina. One afternoon while we were in the living room watching TV, Buster got a call real late. It was not unusual, but something about the way he was talking made us know something was different. Me and Keem both just stared at him as he finished his conversation. So what happened? Who was that? That was Miss Emily. Who was Miss Emily? My daddy girlfriend. Okay, so now I'm confused. I thought you're... Yeah, I know. He's married, and he's in jail. But Miss Emily is my daddy's girlfriend. He finds a guard to go with at every jail. Keem may tell you I got a 5-year-old brother in Florida? Wow. And what does your mama say? She got a boo too. She would rather he has a girlfriend than a prison wife. I laughed a little too loud at that. But anyway, what happened? She said, my daddy's friend got busted with the phone so he can't call me. But a dude named Doe is going to reach out to me. He wants to talk to us about that situation. What situation? The one with Sprout. Oh, okay. The next day, Buster got a call from a dude named Doe. Doe was an OG in the hood and was good friends with Hockey. He said Sprout came to him and asked if he could please get y'all to squash the beef. They have to bury Black Rob in a few days, and Sprout wants to attend a funeral and support his grandmother and aunt. Did Sprout tell you what he did, though? Buster said. Yeah, but he also said y'all kill Rob, so he feels y'all even. If you want, I will go with you to the funeral. It will be a safe space. We can meet and maybe squash the beef. Well, let me talk to my team and see what they say. Okay, let me know. Alright, so y'all heard that. What y'all think? Buster said. Me and Keem just kind of looked at each other. I suggested maybe we go to hear him out, find out what happened with E, see if he know who shot Leak, and stuff like that. Suppose we don't like his answer, then the beef's still on. If he seems like he is trying to change, then we back off. Keem said, do y'all even hear y'allself? We killed this dude. Y'all really trying to go to his funeral? What if it's a setup? He could ambush us or have the police involved. Buster said, nah, he wouldn't get Doe and my daddy involved if it was a setup. He would never cross either one of them, and definitely not both of them. He might want peace. I said, let's listen. I was a little skeptical about the situation, but I'm down with my team. If they say they want to go to the funeral, then I'm down with them. Later on, I went and stopped by my mom. I knew the kids already told her everything, but I wanted to give her the story when I got the chance, personally. Hey, Ma. Hey, Annie. Eli told me what happened. What's going on? That's Sprout. He's really out of control, but it seems like he's trying to squash the beef. Yeah, Eric said he was trying to squash it that day, but beef doesn't die. Right. As I was about to agree with my mom, my text alert went off. I looked at my phone and I had a text. It was from my TD. What's his name? Damian Brown. Okay. Yeah, Ma. I was thinking the same thing. I wasn't sure if it was real or not. You never know with Sprout. But did you ever find out why he shot E? Seems like they kind of started fighting over the gun, but not on no robbery shit. Seems like it was really a misunderstanding. Really? Damn. Well, we agreed to meet up with him and squash the beef. Y'all still be careful. You can't trust anyone, Annie. My daddy used to say, you can't even trust your own asshole sometimes. We both laughed out loud. That's true, I said. We are going with the old head named Doe, and we are going to do it at the funeral. That's like a safe space. That's true. People don't really cut up at funerals anymore. Exactly. So, Ma, we need to get back with the connect. We want a whole brick. Same thing. Okay, I'll tell Simi to get it for you. He could drop it to you. No, tell him drop it to Dubby. Dubby? Yeah, Dubby and Violet. I'll text him the address. Whatever. Okay. Tell the kids I'll be back in a few days. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. How's Mummy Man? You're really funny, she laughed. He's okay, much better. See you later, Mom. Where's my money, Honesty? I'll drop it off to you. Damn, Ma, you was doing too much. I like dealing with E. Well, you got the real boss lady now. As I turn to walk away, I look back down at my phone and see that I have an unread text in the group chat. It's Buster asking if we want to get rest in peace shirts for Rob. I just replied, Are you serious? You gotta be stopped. Buster, on the real, that dude ain't turning us in. The least we could do is buy a shirt and show our love for the family. Mike, that's true. Me and my girl are in. Ari, I'm in. Keem, y'all wow. I'm still in belief, but I guess I will ride with the team. Wrong or right? Okay, I'm in. The Funeral, Chapter 16. Black Rob was older than us, so we weren't really close with him. He was a cool dude, but I heard his name in some drama here and there. His name came up in a few murders. Not sure how many he did, but I'm sure it was a few. We all sat together in the back of the church, and a guy Doe sat right in front of us. The church was kind of packed to say it was a post-COVID funeral. Ivory whispered to me, I feel so bad. I said, for what? She said, we killed him for nothing. No, we killed him for something. He was just the wrong person. But we got his mama over there crying. And why? Buster jumped in and said, and how many mamas did he make cry? This is how the game goes, Irie. It's the circle of life. You ain't never seen Lion King? I chuckled under my breath as I thought to myself, this dude says anything. It was a lot going on at that funeral. And in a place like that, you always have to watch your surroundings. You never know what's going to happen. In fact, when they were reading the obituary, a whole fight broke out because some other girl says her baby was intentionally omitted from the services. She stopped the entire service to ask why her baby wasn't in the paper. Sprout looked as good as a killer could look, I guess. If I ever considered forgiving him, I forgot all about it when I saw his face. He let my cousin beg him, and he still killed her. I know my cousin. She was a sucker for love. All she did was love him, and look what it got her. W always said love would get you killed. It turns out he wasn't lying. After the funeral itself, the free agents brass band played taps as they escorted the body out. The band went with the family to the gravesite. Everyone else was allowed to stay behind in the church hall. DJ Dougie entertained us. He played music that had me dancing the whole time. I felt good because I hadn't danced in years. While they were at the cemetery, it felt like we were in the club. I swear nowhere on earth celebrates the afterlife like New Orleans. When I die, they better cut up like this for me. I was so into dancing that I didn't even notice the other fight between the baby mamas. Damn it, how could I miss that? That would have gotten me thousands of views on my live. After I danced, I sat around, talked, and ate a little something. When I heard the brass band cranking up, I jumped up again. It was like the old honesty was back. I second line so hard, you would have thought Rob was my cousin. We made it through that water, that muddy, muddy water. That's my favorite part of the song. I had so much of fun, I almost forgot I was here on assignment. Buster must have forgotten too because he was dancing harder than me. After the band stopped, we made our way back to the table. Joe came over with Sprout and asked all of us to go to the other room. Sprout has a friend named Corey that would be joining us at the meeting. Beatty was standing outside, smoking at the time, so when we went to the back, she didn't come. We all walked to the back, unsure what was ahead of us, but we all did it anyway. The whole clique, minus Beatty, was there, ready to have a sit down with the ops. It started out kind of hot and heavy, but Doe was able to keep things handled. Sprout said, look, I'm sorry about Raina. I really was digging her. That shit really hurt me. I did that. I didn't want to do that, but I figured when she found out, she was going to leave me anyway. That girl was good to me. I really fucked up. I fucked up with E too. I just been fucking up lately. I ain't mean to hurt him. Y'all know that's like my daddy. And at the same time, I know y'all kill Rob. I ain't speaking to cops, and I don't plan on it. I just ask that y'all don't speak on that shit that happened in Atlanta. That shit already gonna come back on me anyway, but that's gonna take them a long time. I just want the beef to stop. It's like a misunderstanding of what's happening between us. Well, we're sorry too, I said. We just, As I said that, all of a sudden it sounded like World War III was going on outside. All we heard was gunshots and screams. We all got down. The shooting sounded like at least two different guns, and the guns had to be powerful. They were so loud, we could hear the big guns, and it almost sounded like we could hear smaller ones. We heard glass breaking, and we could hear the bullets ricocheting off of the wall. It was scary. After about a minute, it stopped. Sprout and Mike both ran out of the room to check to see what happened. Mike spotted Beatty first and saw she had blood on her. She was trying to come inside to get to us. By the time the rest of us came out, we also saw Mike looking at Beatty, and it seemed like she was mostly okay. It looked like she was only hitting her arm. Now Sprout, on the other hand, was frantic. He was having trouble locating his grandmother. He looked high and low, and he couldn't find her. At this point, most of the people were just starting to come back to view the damages and see if there were any fatalities. The police sirens could also be heard in the distance. Mama! Mama! Where you at? Sprout, come outside, a faint voice yelled. When Sprout went outside, all you could see was his body go down. His grandmother was hit, but still alive. She was stable, but his aunt had been shot in the head. She was not moving at all. Who did this? A girl said, I saw the coupe pull up, and two men got up. They had ski masks on. They started shooting from the car because people were outside. No one had time to run. I don't know who they were looking for. Do you know what they look like? He asked the young girl. No, I've never seen them before. A man jumped in on the conversation and said it was an older dude that did most of the shooting. I could tell by his pants he was old. Nobody cuffs their pants like that. Oh yeah, and he had a Draco with a wood grain handle. Man, fuck! Sprout screamed. She just buried her son and now we gotta bury her. He just started crying. I can't lie, I felt so bad for him. A lady started hugging him and he just put his head in her chest. The thing is, Sprout did so much dirt that he doesn't know if this is his beef, and if so, from who. He also doesn't know if it was something from Rob. All of this was happening too soon. Just that fast. I started to reevaluate my life. This isn't what I signed up for. I was ready to back away. But what about the others? They need me. What if something like this happened to me? I can't see myself losing any more family members, especially violently. Seeing him cry like that was kind of hard to watch. As much as I hate him for killing my cousin, a part of me is crying inside. Sprout's life is just a series of consequences from the really bad choices in his past. It's like he can't ever shake it. It's almost like he's cursed. And they say favor ain't fair. Sheesh. The game ain't either. Nobody else has to die. Chapter 17. Today was the big day. Raina's funeral. I guess something in me just didn't want to accept it because it took me forever to get dressed. It's like nothing worked. And of course, I was still sleeping by Keem, so I didn't have access to my whole wardrobe. Keem, I can't find my toothpaste. Where yours at? Go look in my knifey duffel bag. It should be in the closet. Okay, I said. As I searched the bag, something shiny kind of caught my attention. I saw something big and gold, and it completely stopped me in my tracks. Keem had an open Magna box with two rubbers missing. I can't lie. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't. I didn't want him to know what I saw. Even though I wasn't snooping, I figured this was something I could just keep to myself for now. Keem came in and said, You found it? When I looked at him, I just started crying. He came over to hug me, and I pushed him off. He thinks I'm crying about Raina, but I'm crying because he cheated. Not once, but twice. He can't say it was a mistake. I can't believe him. I'm so fucking hurt. How could he do this to me? Like I don't have enough to deal with. Now I have to only know that my man is cheating, but now I'm going to wonder with who. I snuck outside to the patio and called Ari. Ari, you at the house? Yeah, I'm here. What's wrong? You need something? No, I just need to talk. What's wrong? I saw a pack of rubbers in Keem's bag. What? Are you serious? What did you say? I didn't say anything. I don't handle cheating well, and I know my mouth. It would have been game over by the time I finished. Are you going to talk to him about it? Yeah, eventually. Not now, though. Well, that's so messed up. I thought Keem was a good one. My mom always told me ain't no good one. They're all dogs. If Keem can do it, anyone can. You're right. I'm just so hurt. I'm so tired of being hurt. It's my first boyfriend, so I guess the hurt kind of hit different. After this, I would look at all these zoos and saying, look at Sprout. He killed my cousin, but he swore he loved her. Keem loves me, but he's cheating. Buster's mama doing time for her man, and he got side babies. I just don't know. I feel like I want to be alone. Fuck Keem. I understand you, girl. Maybe ask him about it and see what he says. But not now. Don't get yourself all worked up. And don't forget to come pick me up. I'm not. So now I'm pissed. I can't even remain calm. All I can hear is my Uncle Dubby saying, your emotions will get you killed. Ooh, sigh. Let me finish getting ready. It's almost time to go. When we arrived at the church, something heavy came over my heart. It felt like I wanted to pass out. I grabbed some water from my purse and rushed to go sit down. My TD spotted me and motioned for me to come sit next to her. I love my TD, but I did not want to sit there. She probably didn't realize how bad Raina's death affected me. Or maybe she did, and she thought together we could help each other. The funeral was beautiful, but it was so sad. My aunt refused to close the casket, even after knowing Raina was shot in the head. The undertaker did a good job, but to me, all I could see this was the spot where the bullet landed. My poor cousin only wanted love. When our cousin Shayna started to sing, I won't complain, my auntie screamed and it started going into what seemed like convulsions. When her younger two saw her crying, they started crying even harder. Once that happened, it was like the domino effect. The whole church started crying. My aunt wasn't taking it good at all. She buried too many members of the family at this point, and I honestly don't know how much more she could take. At the end of the ceremony, when the funeral home allows you to say your final wishes, was probably the worst part. Raina's brother Elijah, who is usually so calm and quiet, started crying profusely. He and my brother are pretty close, and I know it's my brother trying to console him as they walk to the limo. My aunt had to be dragged away. This funeral was way too much for my spirit. Raina was definitely loved and gone way too soon. Raina was placed inside the mausoleum where my dad, grandmother, and pawpaw were buried. I think 5 or 6 people could fit in one tomb. Thank goodness my pawpaw bought the plot. I bet he didn't know it would be filled so soon. I'm just glad he was prepared enough to include not just him, but his entire family. After the cemetery, we all headed back to the Treme Center to get back to the repast. We had the Big Six Brass Band, the True Brass Band, and DJ Rock for Raina. I told y'all funerals are like clubs. You had to book the hottest venues, the best bands, and the livest DJ. And did I mention my tedious friend Miss Tasha Cater? And her company is like one of the best in the city. People usually book Caesars of Louisiana for weddings, but you know my TD only wants the best for Raina. After a while, I was up and dancing like I was the grand marshal of a parade. My TD had NOPD outside, so I felt safe. No need to worry about any shootings or anything. We could just eat, talk, and dance until it was time to go home. What I liked most about having a repast at the Treme Center was that we had a real second line in the Sixth Ward. Everyone came out. I already told y'all that the Treme loved the Love family, and they knew whenever we came out, we were going to be partying. The Sixth Ward loves a good second line, and we delivered on that day. My Tita danced her sewing out. She cut up on that floor. Our cousin Nicole also came. She's one of the coolest second liners in the city. When she got up, it was like magic. Her and Tita could have charged a fee for the show they put on. They were so good that the bands didn't want to stop playing, and they usually only do a few songs. My Uncle Ryan and my Uncle Tudor were there laughing and dancing. Uncle Tudor would stand out like a sore thumb because he had a mouthful of gold teeth. He was an OG for real. Come here, niece, I heard my Uncle Tudor say. What's been going on? Nothing much. Girl, you dance just like us. I can tell you a love. You ain't like your mama old no rhythm having ass. You get that second line spirit from us. Y'all listen to what I said, huh? Yeah. Cool, no police. Yeah, I know, Uncle. I already handled that the other day. Me and Ryan went, he said. It felt like the world stopped when he said that. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So that was him? The two older guys in the white coat with them? How the fuck did I not know that? Oh, okay. Thanks, Unc. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, I said, as I tried to not show my emotions on my face. There were not many ways to hide it, but I was stuck. I could not believe what I just heard. Time to get to work. Chapter 18. After finding out that Keem cheated on me, I realized that I couldn't trust him, not even with the drug shit. Loyalty is loyalty. I didn't want to tell them what I knew about the shooting at Rob's funeral. I figured when they found out, they just found out. And if they did, it wouldn't be because of me. Every situation in life, no matter good or bad, can be a lesson. Keem taught me to be more careful with trust. Everyone isn't deserving of your trust. Years don't even matter. I decided to remain silent because I didn't want any bad luck getting back on my uncles. I don't want them getting killed or arrested because of what happened. I mean, I know this is the game and we don't get to choose what happens, but we can try to prevent certain things the best we know how. Keem called me and I sent him the voicemail. I can't lie. It felt good to do that. I was still brokenhearted and I wasn't quite ready to face him. I'd rather avoid him for a while. I promised if I approached him about what I knew about his infidelity, it would get bad. I had to control my emotions. I got another call and thought it was Keem calling back. This time, it was an unknown caller. Hello? Yes, this is Detective Micken from the Atlanta PD, calling to speak with Honesty Love. This is her. Hi, Miss Love. I am investigating a homicide that's been assigned to me, and I'm told that you may have some information that can help me. I did, but I don't remember. Well, I can refresh your memory by replaying your 911 call if you would like me to. Nah, it's okay. You don't got to do that. Okay, perfect. So who is Mr. Damian Brown? It's a guy my cousin was dealing with, but I don't know much about him. Okay, so do you know why they were here? I think it was just a vacation. She used to live there. Okay, well, to let you know, we put out a still shot from the video of her and him leaving the hotel. We asked if anyone else saw the couple around town to please call us. We are trying to put together a timeline of the vacation. Okay. Well, if you can think of anything else that may be helpful to us, including social media, please let me know. My cousin used to post her story, and that disappears after 24 hours. Really? That doesn't make any sense. I know, but that's what she likes. She says she likes stories because she can see who views. With posts, you don't know who saw it. Well, thank you, Miss Love. Thank you, officer. I mean, seriously, what is he calling me for? If you have the tape of me explaining what happened, what more do you need from me? My phone rang again, and this time it was Uncle Dubby. I got your package. It will be ready on Monday. I'll do everything after Thanksgiving if that's okay with you. That's fine, Unc. Don't forget to bring me the phone. Okay. Talk to you later. Okay. Let me call Mike. Hey, Mike, how's Beatty? She's good. Okay, good. Monday okay? Okay. Hey, Buster. Some new white girls are coming Monday. Yeah, you know I love white girls. You told Mike? Yeah. Okay, we got it. We learn when talking about illegal stuff on the phone, keep the conversation short and very vague. If it ends up where any of the conversations were ever recorded, it's going to be hard for a lawyer to convince a jury of what we are trying to say. Buster even says sometimes the wires don't start recording for the first 45 seconds or so. Anyway, so if we could keep our conversations light, we should be good. By the time Monday comes, we should be in the rotation of our first set of flip phones anyway. We aren't targets of the FBI, but if we start moving carefully now, it will become a habit. Uncle W says, you play how you practice. I decided to enjoy my day in front of the television. I was still on Thanksgiving break, and I was going to take advantage of it. Me and Ari decided to have a movie day. We had plans to sit in front of the TV all day. Keem must have called me like 5 times. I'm not sure how he was getting a picture, but I wasn't in the mood to be bothered. I didn't want to talk to him at all. I guess he figured out I spoke with Buster and it's bothering him that I didn't answer when he called. I saw Eli go outside and I thought it was strange. Eli never usually moves from in front of the TV. Where you going? I'm going to get a smoothie downstairs. Oh, okay. 10 minutes later, he comes upstairs with Rakeem, Buster, and a puppy. I look at Keem and squint my eyes like, really? What is this, Keem? I knew you were going through a lot, so I got you a puppy. I remember you said you like French bulldogs, so I searched all over until I found one. You spent all this money on this dog? If it would make you smile, I'd buy another one. I wanted to smile, but I couldn't. I couldn't let him off that easy. I had to make him sweat a little longer. Well, thank you. What you gonna name her? Keem said. I'll name her after Raina. I'll call her Queenie. Buster said, what that got to do with Raina? Stay in school, Buster. Me, Ari, and Eli bust out laughing. Keem and Buster didn't get the joke. It clearly went over their heads. Oh, and the puppy already trained. I paid extra for the man to train her. And she got the paperwork, so if you ever want to breed her, it'll be easy. Puppies go for like 5,000-6,000 each. Ari holler, 5,000? Are you serious? Yep. And it goes up, Keem said. The puppy was cute. She was merle gray with blue eyes. She was climbing all on me. Eli came and said, can I walk her? Yeah. She got all her shots. You can take her out. Just be careful you don't get jacked. They don't do that around here. I'm good. Boy, they just did to one of those stars in Hollywood or something. Be careful. Okay, bro. Chestnut Checkers, Chapter 19. Today is Thanksgiving, so I decided to get dinner catered. The whole gang decided to come chill at my condo. We were kind of like family anyway, so why not spend the holiday together? My TD and her bunch, and my mom and the kids said they would come by later. Before the adults came, we decided to talk. Man, you heard what they did to Sprout, huh? No, what happened, Buster? That boy went to the funeral home on Washington with his grandmother, and they arrested him. Arrested him? For what? I don't know. Ari said, let's look him up on the website. Okay, let's see. Damian Brown, assault with a deadly weapon, attempted second-degree murder, robbery, probation hold, no bond. Oh, it's the holidays. That boy about to sit there. That must be for what he did to E. He better hope that shit in Atlanta don't pop out. If it does, he gonna lay down, Mike said. What are we eating today, Honesty? I know you ain't cooked. Shut up, Buster. I ordered from her that. They made an entire Thanksgiving dinner. So I got beans, greens, potatoes, and almost in unison, we all started beatboxing and finishing the song. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Keem and Eli started pop locking it all. It was good to sit together, play around, and laugh. Oh yeah, y'all, I got practice today. Who's bringing me? Seriously, Eli? Y'all got practice on the holiday? Yeah, we got a big district game Saturday. We're trying to get back to the playoffs. Okay, I'll bring you later. No worries. The conversation then turned to Beatty. So you guys heard the tea about the shooting at Rob's funeral? No. What happened? I heard two old heads did it. They said it was beef they had with Rob. I mean, that's what I heard, but I'm not sure. But are they saying who did it? I don't know. I know they say they had to be older because of how they were dressed. They also say one had a mouthful of goals. Well, damn, that could be anybody. Shit, I felt bad for sprouting them. It's like they can't catch a break. Ari said, well, that's what happens when you do so much wrong. His family has so much bad karma, he probably can't even begin to narrow down where the hits are coming from. I'm just glad his grandmother lived. That dude would have been a demon for real if she would have died. Yeah, but his auntie take care of his grandmother. Who would do it now? He sure can't. He still got people at his top. He can't bring that drama to that lady house, Keem said. Mike said, that's true. When you know you beefing, you ain't supposed to come around. You have to lay low. When the ops say on site, they mean that shit. I don't know, y'all. And this shit just all fucked up. Is your Uncle Dubby coming? I don't know. I told him about it. He may or may not come. He and my mom don't quite see eye to eye. Does Dubby have kids? Yeah, he have two sons and two daughters. Yeah, one of his sons live here, but he is young. The other one is in Texas with his mama, and he's a little younger than me. And both of his girls live here. Oh, okay. My mom and the kids ended up showing up a few hours later. My mom doesn't cook much either, so when I saw her coming in with a pan, I was shocked. What's that, mama? That mac and cheese you like? Ooh, with the pepper jack? Yep. Auntie Tish made it? You know it. Letitia's my mom's best friend and my brother's nanny. She makes the best mac and cheese ever, I swear. Every once in a while, she makes us food and sends it to us. We haven't had the mac in a while. I almost don't want to even put this one out. Eric went straight to the kennel and took Queenie out. Boy, you better not let that dog pee on my floor. Y'all go take her out. I text my TD. Happy Thanksgiving. I know you probably don't want to be bothered, but don't forget I have food over here if you and the kids want to get out. I'm okay, baby. I'm not up to doing anything. Ryan and Tuda over here, and the kids by their people. It's just us. Okay, well, I'm glad you aren't alone. Any updates from the police? No, they just told me to put some videos out to the public to establish a timeline. Well, I heard Sprout in jail, so that's a good thing. Oh, really? In New Orleans? I'm gonna call Detective Micken. Shit, I talk too much. Well, okay, Titi, I'm gonna get back to dinner. Okay, baby, talk to you later. They ate everything in my house. They ate the stuff I ordered and the stuff I just had sitting around. I know one thing, they enjoyed themselves. We watched movies, we joked, we danced, and we ate. We weren't the best bunch of people, but when we together, we had the best time. When everyone else started to leave, I noticed my mom was lingering around. Mom, you left Mr. E all day? Yeah, he's okay. He has a nurse. This shit ain't for me. I can't be changing bandages and shit. It makes me queasy. I need a break, and this gives me a few hours to myself. I gotcha. So what's been going on with you? I could tell something different. What you mean? I noticed you're not sleeping by Keem. What happened? Nothing happened. Honesty. I was 19 before. Shit, I'm almost been 19 twice. Something is going on. You don't just up and stop sleeping by his house for nothing. Either he's cheating or you are. I never realized my mom had this side. She's usually so shallow and pretentious. I never thought she noticed anyone else's feelings or emotion. I honestly believe she was a textbook narcissist. So what's going on? Well, the other day I saw a box of rubbers in Keen's bag, and two were used. And I'm assuming they weren't used on you, right? Right. Well, the only thing that's for certain is you should be using condoms. If he's out there still fucking bitches, rubber or not, you need to protect yourself. At this point, your relationship is uncertain. You don't want any babies, and you damn sure don't want any diseases. You're right, Mom. I don't want either. So what should I do? No one can tell you that. That's got to be in your heart. Personally, I sit on it. Y'all just started hustling. Why mess shit up? I kind of side-eyed her like, how am I messing it up? But I didn't say anything. I just nodded. You right, Ma. My curiosity has me wanting to know, though. Well, ask him. Be upfront and ask him. If he's a real one, he will apologize and tell you the truth. You think I never had trouble with your daddy and Mr. E? I looked shocked and said, no. Child, please. I couldn't beat the bitches off with a stick. Your daddy was good, but he couldn't fight them all off. He gave in a time or two. Right when we moved to LSU, there was a girl that said she was pregnant for him. Your papa gave the girl some money to not mess things up for your daddy, and I never heard anything about her again. What? Are you serious? Then why does everyone hate you so much, Ma? I really thought it was you too. Yeah, I'm a woman. We are expected to take that shit on the chin and move on. But if we don't, we become the problem. These drinks really got my mama running it. I never ever heard these things. Ever. Now I'm seriously trying to think back to see if I remember any of this. I'm so sorry, Ma. That's cool. They hated me because they refused to hate Jared. They wanted him to be Mr. Perfect, but he wasn't. I was a threat to that image, so they hated me. Honestly, when I left your daddy, it was because I just couldn't take it anymore. I had been through so much. I stayed because I thought the idea of being rich would make things better. When I realized we weren't going to be rich, I asked myself, then why are you staying? But why did you leave me, Ma? Girl, those loves weren't going to let me take you. Your daddy was a sweet guy, but if he would have killed me if I would have taken you, you were his world. Truth be told, your dad killed himself because of failure, insecurity, and guilt. As she kept talking, my tears kept flowing. This isn't the man I remember. Daddy was the king, and I thought my mama was his queen. I guess to a 4-year-old, everything glitters. Ma, I'm so sorry. What do you mean? Mom, I hated you for years. That's okay. You had reason to. I wasn't the best mother. I kept things from you that I shouldn't have. It's just that you loved your daddy so much that I didn't want to corrupt your memories. It's like your eyes weren't big enough to see all the Jerry love. Don't get me wrong. Your daddy never physically or verbally abused me. He just disrespected me with the women sometimes. And in many ways, that can be worse. I was in a bad position, and it was hard for me to say anything without looking like I was bitter. Sometimes people don't tell the truth just to preserve someone else's character. I get it. So I'm telling you because I know. All men don't cheat, but if they do, don't you dare just leave without thinking of a move. Don't let your feelings get you all upset and cloud your judgment. So before you do whatever you do in life and in love, always think of your next move. Remember, this is chess, not checkers. I get it. Chess, not checkers. Kick Rocks, King, Chapter 20. Hey, King. I need you to come over here. We need to talk. Why are you saying like that, Annie? What's wrong? Just come. I took a shower, put on the most laid-back but still sexist outfit I had, and did my makeup. I just went to Kia Hustling Hair Flow on Wednesday, so my hair was still good. My natural curls just look so much better with this color. Okay, now, should I wear the Balmains or the Off-Whites? I guess I can save the Balmains for the next event. I'll dress up my distress-fitted jogging set with my off-white low-top sneakers. Keem had a key, so I didn't have to go down to meet him. I had the house to myself. Ari was with Buster, and Eli was at morning practice. I should be out Black Friday shopping, but I figured this was more important. Hey, Annie, what's up? You look good. Where you going? I was about to go see what Black Friday was hitting for. So you wanted to talk. What's up? What's on your mind? So how do you feel about me, Keem? What kind of question is that, honesty? You know I love you. Yes, but how do you feel about me? Am I not enough for you? You're more than enough, as he said. That he put his arms around the small of my back and kissed me. I pulled back and asked, so why you gotta fuck another woman? What do you mean? Exactly what I said. What makes you think that, though? Keem, stop with the bullshit. You think these hoes are gonna keep quiet? Don't you think they were tweaking to tell me? You don't think that it was gonna get to me? His eyes welled up and I knew I had him. Once I saw that, I poured it on heavy. So, Keem, why though? At this point, I allowed my emotions to go. The tears began to flow. No more holding back. You fucked her more than once, Keem. It wasn't like that, babe. She didn't mean anything to me. Well, if she didn't mean anything to you, why you fucked her twice? You make a mistake once. The second time is usually a choice. But I don't even like her like that. Are you fucking serious, Keem? Just shut up. You're making it worse. So you choose to risk it all behind a bitch that doesn't mean shit to you and you claim you don't even like? Make it make sense. I'm sorry, babe, for real. You're not sorry. You're sorry I caught you. Let me see your phone. I want to see if what the hoe is saying is true. What is she saying? Let me fucking see. He handed over the phone, and of course, it was an unsaved number with a text thread as long as California. At this point, I didn't even want to read the shit. Ain't no need to get my own feelings hurt. I know deep down inside I wasn't going to leave him anyway. At this point, I had too much invested just to pull out. It wasn't just a relationship, it was business. I wasn't sure if he would be able to work with me and not be my guy, so I chose to let this be his first strike. I didn't tell him that though. Keem, you seem to really like this hoe. Y'all wishing each other happy birthday and shit? Now I really can't trust him. Someone who he swears he doesn't like, he's been chatting with like he's a teenage bitch. Oh, I hate him. Right now, I could have cheated and I didn't. I could have had some good old grown man stick, and I said no because I loves him. And this is how he does me? Let me ask you, where you know I'm from? From the hood. I see her around. I saw her at a party, and we kind of hooked up. Keem, I think you should leave. Ani, don't do this. The fuck you mean? How would you like if I left with someone and let them fuck me twice? While you at home probably worrying if I'm okay. How would you like that shit? Huh? I wouldn't, he said as he put his head down. Kick rocks, Keem. He gave me a look that could kill, cut his eyes, and walked off. And he had the audacity to slam my door. How the fuck he gonna get mad at me when he the one who cheated? He was really having a conversation with the broad. My mama was right. You just don't know. I called my mama right after he left. Mama, I asked him, and what he said, that he was sorry. And let me guess, he doesn't really like her like that. Yep. Same game, different players. But check this out. If you want to take him back, then take him back. But here's the warning. It will never be the same. It may be better or it may be worse, but never the same. Tread lightly. Oh, and I ordered this book called A Playbook for the Love You Deserve. I think you will really enjoy it. It's about a chick who goes through heartbreak and she bounces back stronger than ever. She says you teach them how to treat you by what you allow. Okay, that sounds good. I'll come pick it up. Keem really is a good dude. I just can't believe he did this to me. I need some time though. I'm sure I'll be okay. And thanks, Ma. I appreciate it. I can't lie. Having my mom around to talk to was really a blessing. I never really had it before. I learned how to get through everything before by my own trial and error. But having someone more experienced to talk me through things is definitely beneficial. If it were just me, I probably would have to just swung on him that morning. Things would have gotten pretty ugly, I'm sure. But I'm not sure if losing Keem would mean I lose Buster, Mike, and Beatty too. We all kind of need each other. I had to be smarter on this one. I'm glad I sat on it for a while.